Thanks for clicking on the Weather Blender blog. It is Thursday, March 11th. Hey everybody, Jason Parrish here in the Storm Tracker 12 Weather Lab. Still looks like the weather will be busy at least for another couple of days. Weather pattern will try to relax somewhat late this weekend and into early next week. The big story obviously is the potential for flooding. More on that in just a moment. Forecast for tonight calls for rain showers increasing across the area from south to north as a little weather disturbance tracks in our direction. Look for lows tonight, pretty mild, around 50 or so, a little bit cooler off to the east. Now, our forecast for Friday, I think we could have a shower in the morning, a break during lunch. If any showers pop up during lunch, it'd be very isolated. I think a lot of that's going to hold off till Friday evening and into Saturday as a weather disturbance comes in, a strong one. And I think that will give us, during that time frame, Friday night and Saturday, the best chance for steady, heavy rain. And that's when we'll have to keep a really close eye on those creeks, streams, and rivers. You can see our highs on Friday, though, will be quite warm, well into the 60s. Let's take a look at some computer model data, and we're going to begin on Saturday morning. And as I was talking about, so some of the rain could be heavy on Saturday morning. This is our surface map, and you can see we've got some pink, purple, and blue there across West Virginia. The blue indicating some higher precipitation numbers, and that looks like we'll be falling over the eastern part of the state. In fact, some of the other computer models have a pretty good handle on this as well, showing a lot of that heavy rain across eastern West Virginia and over into Virginia and Maryland. Obviously, we'll have to keep a close eye on that because that's where a lot of our snowpack there is in the eastern mountains. So that's on Saturday. It definitely looks like we're going to have a wet day Saturday with low pressure still well off to our west. Now, as we go ahead to Sunday morning on the GFS, low pressure will still be tracking slowly across West Virginia, and you can see by Sunday morning it's over central Virginia. Still maybe some rain, possibly heavy, at least rain showers Sunday morning. But as we jump ahead to Monday, you can see that the low is well offshore and the weather pattern begins to quiet down. So it looks like a time frame from Friday late, Saturday, and possibly into early Sunday. That will be our best chance for rain showers that possibly could be heavy. Now here's a look at the HPC 5-day rainfall totals, precipitation totals, and you can see the highest amounts will be across eastern West Virginia. Now HPC is putting out maybe as much as 2 inches of rainfall over the next 5 days, and that could lead to big trouble. So that's why we have to watch our rivers very closely, especially through Saturday. I think as we head into Sunday, the river levels, especially here across central and eastern West Virginia, will begin to fall, and then we'll have to turn our attention to the Ohio River. Now here's the latest on our watches and warnings, and we still have warnings going for much of our central West Virginia mountains through Saturday afternoon. And I think between now and then, that's when we're going to see all the rises there on our rivers. And that includes Upshur, Barber, Webster, Pocahontas, and Randolph counties. Still, the Weather Service in Pittsburgh hasn't pulled the trigger on warnings yet in Preston, Tucker, and Garrett, but I think that's only a matter of time. Still have some watches across northern West Virginia, Wetzel, Marion, and Mon. And I think for that, at least across Mon County, that's in association with the Mon River. So I have to watch that. But right now, it doesn't look like the Mon River should have too many problems. Then you can see we've got watches now posted for western West Virginia, and that's for the Ohio River. Those don't begin until Saturday because it looks like that's when a lot of the water is going to be heading into the Ohio River, draining out of our other rivers, and that will be sometime Saturday and into the day on Sunday. So that's something we're going to be watching for late in the weekend and into early next week. So here's the rivers we have to watch closely. The Tigert, the Cheat, the Greenbrier, the Upper Elk, and the Upper Gauley, and even the Mon River will have to keep an eye out on that as well. Here's a look at the next 7 days. So rain showers definitely picking up tomorrow into Saturday and still scattered on Sunday. You can see the temperatures will be cooling off as well. Could see an isolated shower Monday, especially in the morning. And right now, I think most of next week, after we get through Monday morning, the rest of next week looks dry and fairly seasonal with temperatures in the 50s. And don't forget, we spring forward. We go back to daylight saving time Saturday night. So that means we lose an hour of sleep Saturday night, but we gain a little bit more light there during the late afternoon and evening hours. So in the short term, we're talking about rain showers picking up tonight. Then again, tomorrow. And once again, it could be heavy tomorrow night and into Saturday, and we'll keep a close eye on those rivers. Thanks for clicking on the Weather Blender blog. Remember, go to WBOI.com anytime for the latest weather information.